Hey, I'm James. I'm the in-house Shure rep here at Sweetwater, and we're going to talk about Axient Digital and what Kongos are using today in their setup. So we'll start with the brains behind the operation is the AXT 600 Spectrum Manager. It does quite a few things. So the first thing you do, you push a few buttons, use the wizard on it. It will scan the spectrum within your environment using your antenna system. So it's a pretty good reference point to actually get a scan. It will detect all the Shure networked devices on the network and then calculate and coordinate frequencies for all of those wireless systems and calculate backup frequencies. So with this system, we have 8 channels of PSM 1000 on in-ears. We're using 7 of them. The thing that really separates PSM 1000 from the rest of the competition is the body pack. So most body packs will have just one antenna, which works fine in most scenarios, but once you get any type of multipath dropouts, it gets a little hectic, especially in some high noise environments. So we made a diversity body pack, and in really challenging environments, this one really just cuts through and is extremely stable and reliable, and it sounds good. Next, we have an AD4Q right here with our Axient Digital system. We have Danny's vocals. He's using an AD2 with a KSM9HS capsule on it. So with the modulation scheme that they came up with for this and the diversity setup inside the receivers, this is a super reliable digital microphone that gives you 20 to 20K frequency response, greater 120 dB dynamic range, and it's just very reliable, very stable. It's hard to, even in really high noise environments with the diversity setup, it's hard to take down. It's a great microphone. Dylan is using arguably one of the most technologically advanced handheld transmitters known to man, is the ADX2FD. The X, it represents ShowLink remote control capabilities that we use. We have the AD610 up here, and with the receiver, the AXT Spectrum Manager, and the AD610 wireless access point, we can do all sorts of things. One thing that this does that many handhelds do not is it transmits the audio on 2 separate frequencies simultaneously. So if one of those frequencies is compromised, the receiver will take care of everything and just use the frequency that is good. So you won't experience a dropout. So just that by itself gives you redundancy that you don't get with most wireless systems. The only other wireless system would be Axient analog. A step above that, with the ADX, with the ShowLink remote control, I can set it up so if either of those frequencies are interfered with, it will automatically use one of those backup frequencies that are constantly being monitored by the AXT 600 and switch it at the transmitter automatically without having to resync it with the receiver. So with an ADX2FD set in automatic interference avoidance, you'd have to have some pretty advanced equipment to take this down. Even then, it would be really difficult. So in mission critical situations, this is the way to go. So we're over here in stage right. We got keyboard and bass world. We have an AD4Q as the receiver for the bass guitars. Those are being used with ADX1 body pack transmitters, rechargeable batteries, and they're using automatic interference avoidance connected to the same network in monitor world via a long Cat5 cable. So if one of these frequencies are interfered with, it'll switch automatically without you having to touch anything. So give you a little bit of peace of mind. The Accordion, which I really think is super cool here. So what they did was, in this area, we're using 2 ADX1s to cover both the low and the high end portions of the Accordion. And inside of that, we're using 2 MX391 boundary microphones connected to those body packs. And the way they did this was really incredible, and it sounds fantastic. We have the bass guitars are also using ADX1, so same thing, automatic interference avoidance. If one of those microphones is the frequency is interfered with, it'll automatically switch to a clean backup frequency and you're good to go.